I've just made that point. But yeah, I think it's... that's kind of a slightly more diplomatic way of saying it. And it is kind of... The Scoia'tael fought behind enemy lines. So then they set up units that hunted elves in general, because I assume it's quite guerrilla-y and very kind of similar to Vietnam or more recently Afghanistan, Iraq, where anyone could be one of them. So then you turn against everyone who's other, and then those people who are innocent turn against you because of the way you act, and in this case would join the Scoia'tael. So then there's more atrocities committed by Scoia'tael. It goes round and round and round and round and round.
They come after you, though you're similar in fact. This provokes you to retaliate, and so on. And that'll continue until only a few are left, all on one side.
I have no illusions which side that will be. You, the Duan, will conquer this world with your thoughtless expansion. We are dying out.
So why fight it?
Elves stand by their decisions. Unlike you, we don't flick between alternatives. We made a choice once. Now we reap the results.
Have you been hunting him long?
Been after him for a while.
Ever since he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
Is that when you swore revenge? Even when he's gone, there will be others. Even when he's gone, there will be others.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say? That doesn't apply to Vernon. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth. The longer he is active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
Is that when you swore revenge?
So it's a personal matter. Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the Scoia'tael demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
That sounds like
I
pride.
notice there's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
That sounds like more like pride. Other questions? Do you think we can win this war?
You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kedwenis. They are just too many.
Yay!
What do you plan to do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
That's recursive. You can't do that. It's recursive logic. I won't break any promises because I've promised not to. Well, that doesn't actually deal with my question, because if you're going to break your promises, that includes breaking a promise that you won't break any promises. But if you are going to keep your promises, then you're going to keep your promise that you promised, regardless of if you promised to keep them or not. Nah. How can I trust you? I'm a man of my word! Any ideas where Letho might be?
Anything new about Letho?
No, but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
Okay. Oh, why did you work with Letho?
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Seret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Right, thank you. Good free.
Greetings.
Ah, greetings.
Hello, Dennis.
Nice ponytail.
Yeah, I think I do have a ponytail, but I can't see it because I'm wearing a hood. Maybe we could take off the hood, but then you'd have to come up with 2 different bits of armor. I don't know if I want to be here. It's all gone all quiet. I don't like it here. Wait. I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to. No, I haven't done. I want to do everything in Vergen first. Oh, because this is just like a little tunnel thing under parts of the city. Okay. Nothing horrible. I mean, not yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a quest and he goes, ah! This whole thing is now full of enemies. Mwahaha.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Greetings.
Hello. Right, where am I? Oh, this is Phillipa's house, isn't it?
Don't try it.
No.
Trust the girl.
No, it isn't. I'll just come back here, eh? Alright. Oh well. We've had a bit of a chat with Yorvith, that's quite cool. Always good.
At your service.
Hello, hello. Philip is up this way. No.
Only Phillipa Isleheart may enter.
But I need to chat with Phillipa. Okay, so we're not talking to Phillipa yet, unless there's a little secret way in. Stop tempting me, game. There's another way in.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station. I don't know. What's to consider? Yorvith's not just any trouble. Elves.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
Okay. Who's left? Oh. I'm giving you my tattoo. Shut up, game. Here is a tattoo I have. What do you think of it? I'm interested in the Wild Hunt. No. Yes. Yes.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True. The phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
Surely, as natural disasters or natural effects that can have ripples throughout politics, surely that for someone interested in politics and who assumably has some control over the elements, those are pretty darn interesting. Who's Lethe?
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
Saskia apparently killed a dragon as the Dragon Slayer.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Ooh. I don't know who that is. What are you doing in Edirne?
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting a rebellion in Edirne?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirne.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirne, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A
And then
dark
Nilfgaard.
scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
I'm looking for Triss.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies,
And
Triss
more every day.
contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
and I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
Ooh. Triss is hardly the only redhead about. Fall out of the sky, eh? She didn't have the coordinates. Ah. That does fit. Well,
I never heard of flying women before.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
yes, that makes
Thank
sense.
you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
Okay. Although I do have other bits of information, things I would have liked to have gone through. We will deal with this one at a time.
never make a good soldier.
Actually, it makes sense actually to get through everything first.
More time.
Like, hang on, actually, let's talk about this thing as well.
You wanted to discuss something?
You said I need to find a magical artifact.
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start.
Hooray.
I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him. You wanted to discuss something?
I have some questions about the curse.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something.
What happened here 3 years ago?
What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirne, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glevisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon? There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
But not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
Blood curses?
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevezig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Okay, what did Francesca learn?
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Right, yes, I think Cecil Burden is probably the go-to fellow at this point. Although heading to the inn's probably useful, because we've got 2 things
What's
there.
this? Clad in hues of green, amidst shrubs he's seen, crouching on legs bent, catching flies to red.
Aboard Scoia'tael waiting in ambush?
That's supposed to be a frog, to be honest, but your answer's better.
I was thinking some kind of Scoia'tael. Where's the inn? I think it's down here. Or is it up here?
Hello, Witcher.
Hello! Hello!
Oh, a witcher.
I don't think I'm going the right way. No. It's and around aimlessly for other things.